Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs. Cubs baseball starts right now. Travis Wood out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, left-handed hitters, they've had their way with him, hitting over 300 against him this season. We'll see if he makes any adjustments in this one.
Lorenzo Cain makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And right after the game, they're off to begin a 9-game road trip, so they'd love to finish this homestand off with a victory.
And the throw won't be in time, as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He'll come into play at .317, a dozen home runs and 30 RBIs. Nobody out, runner on first. Cain runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
This is flared right back over the mound. 1 away. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Well, the team they're playing right now has a bad back end of the bullpen, so try to get a lead. But even if you don't, stay focused because they have a way of coughing up games.
Eric Hosmer will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Wood sets. Here's the 0-1. Liner towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Michael Morse will stand in for the first time, currently 3rd in the American League in home runs.
And he leads this ball club in that department, so he's really been the guy that they're looking to drive the ball out of the yard.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Lake waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Salvador Perez will stand in now. He drove in all 3 of his club's runs in that ball game a night ago.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
High in the air out to center field. Ruggiano is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Royals 1, the Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Eddie Butler, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip right there. Excellent. Just allowing a bit over a base runner per inning. We'll see if he can continue that here in this one.
Junior Lake comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, the fielder, Junior Lake.
Hit on the ground to short. Escobar fields it cleanly and reined in 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
Justin Ruggiano will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. These Royals, Eric Karros, entering play here this afternoon. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
But they are in for a tough test here this afternoon as they are facing one of the best pitchers around. But the way they've been playing lately, I don't think they're going to be too phased by it.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike 2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Javier Baez will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And that's taken for strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
And how about that? He's got the second best batting average on this ball club, so he's having a really nice year for them so far.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you wonder if we're going to be seeing that high strike. That one looked to be above the letters, but not so in the eyes of the home plate umpire.
Woods ready. Here it is on 0-1. Popped high in the air. Bryant is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 7.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Omar Infante will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Smoke toward third. Bryant scoops it up on to first, and there were 2 down.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88-mile-an-hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Alcides Escobar will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. To short. Baez is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals go down on just 4 pitches. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Anthony Rizzo will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit hard up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
A good job here. He stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Chris Bryant steps in for his first try, and in case you haven't been following him, he's arguably been one of the hottest hitters in the league right now. And that's in there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Standing in now, Jeff Francoeur, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit well on the ground to first. He'll go to the bag for 1.
Batting 7, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
So striding in, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there. but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
Grounded up the first baseline. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Grounded to short. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, I think if we're playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly. But you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag. And that's going to go down as an E6.
Stepping in now, Darwin Barney. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 7 driven in. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Eddie Butler set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Drilled to the right side. A spin and a throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. And with our season just about 1/3 of the way through, here's a look at the upcoming schedule into the first week of June. Lorenzo Cain set to try it again at the plate. He reached on an error and then eventually scored last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Grounded to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Settling in now, Alex Gordon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gordon is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Eric Hosmer stands in following an RBI single this first time through.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Lifted into center field. Moving under it, Ruggiano. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Royals leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Travis Wood digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Travis Wood.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Hot shot on the ground is short. Escobar has it. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out.
Whew. I think he's going to owe his first baseman big time after that play. You know, the throw is high, and that'll be a sure error, but look at the hops as he gets up to snare it. Then he comes down with his foot on the bag. That's a nice play.
Junior Lake standing in. Swing and a liner, but foul. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, and after that last pitch at 97, he decides to take a little bit off, all the way down to 96. How's that for changing speeds?
Into the box, Justin Ruggiano. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Michael Morse is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Wood has his target. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The catcher, number 13.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Now a snap move over to first, and he throws it away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back safely. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Throw back to first will not be in time, so they'll just get the one on the line out.
Yeah, that's a good read right there at first base. Now, this play's right in front of him, so even though this ball's hit hard, he's got enough time to make it back safely.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One run on 3 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Now a snap throw to first and a dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Francoeur shading to his right. 2 down.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Omar Infante.
Omar Infante stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Royals 1 and the Cubs 0. Javier Baez is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But, he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He reached on a single in his first try.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are two away now. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Swing and a liner. Foul. Two out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and two, here it comes. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike three, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Alcides Escobar heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Francoeur has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here in Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Eddie Butler stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Lorenzo Cain digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Wood gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Alex Gordon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a dive, but he's back in there.
Keeping him close.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Royals go down on just 4 pitches, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jeff Francoeur, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Wellington Castillo, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Darwin Barney will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Alex Gordon will stand in here as he'll get things started for the Royals in their half of the 6th.
Alex Gordon.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 2015 regular season was a tough one for Alex Gordon due to those injuries. But he came back strong to contribute in the playoffs to help the Royals bring that World Series championship home.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, Gordon on his way to second now. And he is in there to start the 6th. It's a leadoff double.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Eric Hosmer will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Now batting.
Well, here's one of the few things that hasn't gone his way during this recent hot streak of his. He's been tearing the cover off the ball for the last week or 2, and he does it again right here, but this time he's going to come up empty.
Here's Michael Morse now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, look, if I'm calling the game, I would have gone right back outside and see if you could get him to go after another pitch out there.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Salvador Perez will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
The batter, third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
In there, strike 1.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
Two down, runners at first and second. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Throw won't get him.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Omar Infante stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And ball 4 here on the intentional walk. So now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Travis Wood. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Pedro Strop will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Alcides Escobar steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ball game, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Starlin Castro is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Starlin Castro.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Push to the right side, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we've checked on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Junior Lake will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line towards center field. Kane is there, and he has it for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Justin Ruggiano will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runners on first with 1 down. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Javier Baez will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Two out with the man at first. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th, but before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. James Russell is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 40, James Russell.
Eddie Butler will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Butler.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Gordon.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another snap throw to the bag. Runner back safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
Fly ball out to right field. Francoeur giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
First baseman number 35, Eric Hosmer.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Kane runs. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Royals 2 and the Cubs nothing. Anthony Rizzo will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. Now, you're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits, both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Now in the box, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Into the box now, Jeff Francoeur. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tap foul at home plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Morse, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ruggiano sprinting after it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Salvador Perez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground left side, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. In there, a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Omar Infante will dig in again. 0 for 2 with a walk so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Francoeur is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Alcides Escobar stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Royals strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Wade Davis will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Wade Davis.
Leading off the inning, Wellington Castillo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Solo shot here to left, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Second baseman, number 15, Darwin Barney.
Standing in now, Darwin Barney, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Swing and a liner, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Tom Whitman will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11, Tom Whitman.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Boy, and is the tide turning here? I think that's the real question at this point. It's a perfect start to the inning. You get the tying run up to second base. The go-ahead run is on first base as well. Still nobody out. And a decision looming here whether to bunt these guys up or try and roll the dice a little bit on this next guy and see if he can keep the rally going.
Junior Lake will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Trying to hold the lead. Drilled right back up the middle. Towards second, Infante is there. And he wisely just steps on second to get the force play.
Well, they get the force here at second, but that's going to be it. And that means that the tying run got just a little bit closer now as he's all the way up to third.
Justin Ruggiano will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, and he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Even though this is still just a 1-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
The batter.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
So stepping in, number 12, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
The 0-1. A little bouncer. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Solomon McMullen will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Adam Lind will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. high pop-up. Bryant is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Into the box, Lorenzo Cain. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Alex Gordon will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
Ready with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Francoeur is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Royals. They lead it 2-1. Greg Holland is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And it's quickly 0-2. Holland pauses. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Chris Bryant ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Stepping in now, Jeff Francoeur. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And at 9 games, I said this streak could go on for quite a bit longer. Sure enough, now it's up to 11. And the way they're playing, there could be no end in sight.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top 2-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.